guys, it is Woody. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Uh, so I'm at a terminal and I had to walk to go get some food, and I was at Del Taco. Now when I walked in, there were these two younger guys, and they were like sitting on the floor, and there was like across from them was a table, had a bunch of food on it and some bags. So, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, are they drivers? I was like, they could be drivers. They didn't look homeless or anything. They had clean clothes on, nice jackets, like pretty nice jackets. They're clean. Really young though. So I ate my food, and on my way out, they're outside smoking. And passed by them. I was like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" And the one guy was like, "How you doing, driver?" I just kind of turned around and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "You guys drivers?" It's like, "No, we're not drivers. We're just we know the type." And one guy was saying, we're soon to be a driver. He's only 20. You got to be 21 to be a truck driver. I was like, "Oh," and so we sat there and talked for a little bit. Turns out they're hitchhikers, which I guess they're homeless, but they're like, we really appreciate truck drivers. We've had a bunch of guys, they'll buy us food or give us showers and things like that. And I was like, "Well, that's good, man." So we talked a little bit. He was telling me about wanting to become a truck driver, and so I thought it was pretty cool. He was showing appreciation for truck drivers and his aspirations to become a truck driver, and so we kind of talked about that for a little bit. So yeah, but so I guess I forgot to mention because I was nowhere near a truck. I wasn't at a truck stop or anything, and they were just like, "What's up, driver?" and kind of threw me off. But like I said, originally I thought they were truck drivers themselves, which would make sense of, okay, hey driver, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I am here at one of the terminals. I'm supposed to be dropping this trailer off, but I can't because there's no room at the terminal to drop off any trailers. So I have to sit here with it. And the reason I can't just drop it here is because there's only one row that's designated for loaded trailers that has a concrete slab across it so that the trailer doesn't sink in the mud, because it is all mud here. It's been raining. I don't know how it's been raining here, but I know the past probably 3 or 4 days that I've been driving, it's just straight rain. All the way from Washington to Oregon, Idaho, and now here. It's not currently raining, but you can tell it has been raining. So I just gotta sit here, and what's gonna suck is somebody's gonna come to pick this trailer up. I'm probably gonna be sleeping when that happens, and they're gonna be looking for it. So I don't know, we'll see. Oh man, so not too much has been going on with me. That's why I haven't really been making videos. I don't really have any new material or updates or anything since my last debacle with being overweight. So yeah, like I said, I'm here at the terminal. It is my home terminal, so I'll probably get talk to. Um, but that's a consequence. So, we'll see what happens about that. And yeah, so it's a new year, and one of the things that I have decided to do this year is read the Bible all the way through. So I found an outline, a plan of how to do it. Not just reading it cover to cover, but reading. It's more of a chapter by chapter. Like you read one chapter in the Old Testament, and then one chapter in the New Testament, one chapter in the Old, one chapter in the New. So gonna do that, and yeah, learning some stuff from that. So yeah, I know I've said on here before that I had kind of a diverse belief system, eclectic belief system, and that was true. But recently I've just been doing some meditating, soul searching, and I just think it was time for me to give my life back to Christ. I served a life for Jesus for a while, years and years and years and years ago, and some things happened with that made me turn away from religion and all that, and life wasn't going right, and now my life is going right. It's going good, and there are some things in life that I want, and I was praying about it, and mind you, I continued to pray throughout all my other beliefs and stuff. I just didn't pray to Jesus. So I prayed for something specific, and was just driving one day, and was just trying to figure out, because I prayed for a child. My wife and I are trying to have a baby, and one, it's kind of hard when I'm on the road, but we've been trying it for 2 years now, and I have a child already from my first wife, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I was like, well, what's different? My life's good right now. I'm not, doing the things I used to be doing. I've got a job, a career, and just what's different. And a light bulb came on. Back then I was living life for God. And so I just decided to turn it back over to Him. So, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to have a kid. That's not up to me. And, I can only do my part. But that's it's just a decision that I've made, and I'm kind of excited about it. And funny story, I called my wife when I made the decision, and I told her, I was like, I need to tell you something. You might think I'm crazy. Because of the way I talked about religion and God and the Bible and all these things throughout us being together. And when I told her, she was like, well, that's great. You know, I was like, really? You know, so, yeah. And we went to church last time I was home, and it was pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, but I'm not trying to preach to anybody. I'm just giving you guys an update on my life. And yeah. So I guess this is more of a video diary than a video log. No. Anyway, I guess that's all I got for you guys. Reach for the sky. Thank a trucker. Woo.